Okay, guys, it's Mike again. We literally just pulled everything in down to the basement from putting our boat away. So the boat is officially put away for the winter. The season is over for bass fishing, at least. Maybe we'll do some ice fishing this year, but kind of doubt it. But, as you can see, I kind of got my work cut out for me here. I got a lot of stuff to do, get it packed away. But I figured this would be a great time and opportunity to show you how I kind of organized most of my tackle and my rods and reels and stuff like that whenever they're stored for the winter or just kind of stored in general. So kind of a big mess, so I might not get this video all done in one, but if I do not, it'll be kind of a segment video throughout the week, and I might do a time lapse. So we'll see what we do, and stay tuned. Okay guys, so I hope you liked that quick little time lapse. Here we are. This is as far as we've gotten so far. Just kind of get everything kind of put away, all the loose, like, random stuff. But we're getting there. We still got quite a ways to go. But since we're at this point, I figured we might as well show you how we organize some of my stuff. So let's get this worm bag unburied. This is absolutely full of, like, power worms, but yeah, I'll show you kind of how I like to organize my stuff. Okay, we're gonna start off with a pretty basic one. This is just a bait bag, whatever. It rolls out, has a ton of plastic compartments in it. This is where I store all my curl tail or power worms, so you'll see it's got all kinds of flaps. And yeah, it's got quite a few in there. So yeah, this side I kind of cleared out earlier, but kind of consolidate them all to one side because I'm going to put more stuff in here. But this holds hundreds and hundreds, maybe like even thousands if you like manage your thing okay, but it holds a ton of baits, so it's even got space in the little tab here. But I got this in the fly fishing section actually, and it just holds a ton of stuff. So if you're looking for something unique or different, this doesn't take up a lot of space for how much it holds, so it's pretty cool. Just take it, fold it, and presto. And it's got a couple handles. You can hang it in the garage or somewhere out of the way, and it's pretty cool. There, sorry if that was out of the shot, but yeah, just hangs up. It's pretty cool. It's a good space saver. So yeah. Next, as you can see, we got a bunch of Walmart tubs. Those are extremely inexpensive. They're very, very, very cheap. I think they're like 80 cents a piece, with the exception of this one with the built-in handle. I think that one was like $2 or $3, but that's still very cheap instead of going out and buying expensive tackle boxes. So yeah, you can get clear lids or white lids. Just kind of store extra leader material and stuff in there. Here, I'll scoot this camera back a little further. This one is like unopened terminal, small tungstens. Like this is mostly a lot of unopened mystery tackle box kind of stuff like that, and stickers, and we'll just open it up. But yeah, it's got tons of stuff like the little drop shot hooks, drop shot weights, tungstens that you shove inside like flukes and Senkos and stuff for Nico rigs and all that good stuff. And then my favorite box, I'm probably going to buy more of these. GoPro's a little wobbly. But my favorite box, as far as these little Tupperware ones go, is my Robo-Worm box. Sorry. But yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. Just a good way to store all the Robo-Worms. Since a lot of mine are already opened, just like to kind of curl them up or wrap them up and stick them in there so they stay fresh. And it's pretty cool. Sorry, I'm kind of doing this with one hand because I keep bumping into my tripods. Okay, moving on. This one's a little bit pricier. It's still really, really cheap for how big of a container it is. I think it was under like $10. So this is a real heavy-duty black and red and clear container. I keep all my Senkos in this box, and this thing is stuffed. That is all the way to the bottom. I had to put them in all sorts of different directions to make them all fit. So yeah. Kind of got the off-brand stick baits on the top, but it's literally only like 2 packages deep, and then the rest of it's all Gary Yamamoto, so that's really awesome. They're all old Gary Yamamotos too, like the original packaging, the clear ones, so it's pretty cool. But that's how I store my Senkos. Just kind of keeps them all categorized together. I know where they're at, so yeah. Alright, we're going to stick with the Tupperware theme here. This is just a bigger size box of the one I use for my Senkos, and I have yet to find a use for it. This one is actually empty right now, but I am going to have it full here probably in the next couple hours, so we'll see. But then we move to the big honcho here. This is just a big Tupperware one. It's like a big one like the Robo-Worm box, built-in handle. Wanted something a little durable because it's going to have a lot of weight. As you can see, it is stuffed, just like the Senko box. So yeah, that's probably where this box is probably where a lot of these are going to end up, because these are kind of packed. Get all these seismic shad on the top. But yeah, it's fairly categorized right now. It needs to be organized. But there's tons of gamblers, a ton of havoc, ton of missile. Just too much. Way too much. It's like stacked deep, so I can't even explain like how many baits are in here. But yeah, I think you can get these for like $7, and they hold a ton of plastics. Basically how I do this whenever I go out on the boat is I take a day bag, which is one of those bags over there. I usually use like an angling backpack, and it holds trays in it as well. But I just kind of take what I think I'm going to use, or just general baits, and just throw them on my bag, and then I take these in the boat compartments and stuff like that. But that's how I organize my plastics. It's better than having tons of trays just designated for your plastics. It takes up way too much space. I'd rather just have them all in a bag or something. And then, like, if you know what you brought, it's going to be super easy to find stuff. Like the smaller plastics, like grubs and trailers, I will like have a little trailer box, like one of those. That is like the exception for my plastics, but otherwise they're all in something like this. So yeah, that's how I organize most of my plastics. Okay, and before I get into like my tackle trays and stuff, this is a very handy piece of equipment to have when you're organizing everything. As you can see, I turned it on. It still had the word chatterbait on there for like when I printed off my chatterbait box. So this is a nice little labeler. It keeps everything super organized. You know which box you're grabbing. If you have like more than one like box that's like, you know what I mean, they're all the same. But yeah, I'll show you just how easy these little things are to use. Literally just type out whatever you want. I already had chatterbait on there from the last time I used it, and then hit print. And you see it's coming outside, and it's pretty cool. You can change the font, the text, the bold, underline it, anything. And then you just hit this, and it trims it off. And chatterbaits. And you just peel it off and stick it. So easy as that. Okay, so there you go. Got them on my boxes right there. Sometimes I put them on the other side too. Oh no, they're on the top. Like I'll put them on the side and up on the top. And yeah, sorry, I'm just kind of crawling around on the ground here with this tripod. But yeah, that's how I do it. My trays are either facing this way, like this way up, or they're stacked on something, so that is how I read what's in what. Otherwise, I would just Sharpie it, whatever I have in there. So yeah, all these, I'm gonna upsize all my boxes this winter. I'm probably gonna get a bunch of Bass Mafia ones. They're deeper, and just store a lot more stuff, so I don't have to get a big trunk. But yeah, then since we're just doing that, this is just how I store my spinnerbaits and buzzbaits. I got another one of these somewhere. I'm kind of hunting it down. This isn't everything I have, so I gotta find it all. But yeah, okay, I'll move over to the trays and just kind of see how I do a little bit of a layout for some of my stuff. I'll do one at a time here. Probably won't open them all, but it's just some deep cranks, some froggies. This used to be a terminal box, but now it's just like for poppers and stuff. I do want to show you one of the baits in here. This is Paycheck Baits Repo Man. I used this in Lake Havasu. It was pretty awesome. The color was pretty magnificent for that water, but it worked really well. Big old chugging little topwater spook type bait, and it should work for 20 bucks. But yeah, that's pretty good for that bait. And here is, like I was saying before, this is my exception for my plastics. It's got some like mostly twin tail grubs in here. This is what I keep in there, because that's kind of the main trailer I use for a lot of my stuff. If I'm not using a twin tail grub, I'm using like a big Fat Albert single tail. That's about all I use for like moving bait trailers. Here's a small jig box. There's not much in here for jigs right now because they're all kind of still in packages because I don't fish jigs that much. And then a rip bait box. Got a few mega basses in there, some mostly Lucky Craft and Spro though, and Smithwick, and a few shadow reps. But yeah, we'll move on. Okay, these are all my square bills. I don't know if I should open them or not because they're just kind of everywhere. Alright, we'll slide it down. And my boxes are already pretty rough because the surface of my boat's a little rough, but I mean, I can't complain. It keeps my bait safe. But yeah, I got a lot of, this is just my shallow crank box in general. GT6s, square bills, Jackal Askas, all that good stuff. And since you saw I printed out my chatterbait box, here's some chatterbaits. Like I said, a lot of my baits are still in their packages because I'm really materialistic when it comes to my baits, and I like to see them like all together somewhere, like not out of their package, like a collection almost, but I won't take them out of their pack until I'm ready to use them. So that's why most of my boxes are kind of vacant. And you will see that with my terminal box, like I don't keep a lot in my terminal box at all times. Like I'll just keep a couple different sizes, drop shot weight, EWGs, drop shot hooks, tungsten. Yeah, I'm kind of a minimalist whenever I take stuff out on the boat. I don't actually take a lot of clutter with me. I'll just take most of my rods though. Okay, then this is what I get a lot of questions on. A lot of people message me like, what's in the box? No, they'll be like, what is in that huge trunk in the corner of your basement? But all my friends call this the treasure chest. It's basically, it's nothing too special. Well, depending on who you ask, I guess. But I just like to keep all my reel boxes, some ring gear, camera stuff, scales, extra stuff that's just not open, like rod socks, old reels, unopened baits, and just like most of my little gadgets like pliers, everything like that. This is just where it goes during the winter. Then some extra bags, old mystery tackle boxes, and this is where I keep all my line for the most part. I'm a strong believer in Seagar, so that's what most of it is. And then I pretty much only use Trilene or Suffix Siege for my backing for my reels, or some what do you call it? Cabela's Big Game. That's what I use. But yeah, I don't know if you saw it during the time lapse, but I got all my reel boxes here: Chronarch, Stratic, Corrado, Sitica, a couple more Corrados, a lot of old boxes. But yeah, that's what's in the treasure chest. Got to reorganize it because I'm like anal about this kind of stuff. And bait net, which I haven't used forever, but keep it in there anyways. But I don't know, it's kind of cool to keep a little treasure chest like this. It was worth it. I saw my uncle use these, and they're like, I gotta have one of those. So I went and grabbed one. They're like $40 or something like that, which isn't bad for like this giant thing. It's got all these handles and little places where you can clamp stuff on if you have it in the bed of your truck. So yeah, it's a pretty good investment. And then last but not least, we got rods and reels and stuff. I mean, they just usually sit in a corner in the basement for the winter with a rod sock or two on them, with the reel covers on. I need to get to them and get them all cleaned out, get all the baits clipped off and put away. Like I said, all the stuff just came down this week, so time to sadly pack away all the bass gear. Sad face. But yeah, I have gotten quite a few more reels and rods and reels. I need to make a new rod and reel arsenal video. That video's got quite a bit of views, surprisingly, but I'm gonna probably make one at the end of the winter, because usually during the winter I get a ton of new just rods and reels in general because of cabin fever and all the winter sales and stuff. So just keep an eye out for that at the beginning of next year. But yeah, you guys, that's it for the rods. Then we got boxes and boxes of receipts, hats, gloves, tackle bags, line, unopened baits, just tons and tons of stuff. This is just junk right there. But most of this just goes in a corner and hides for the winter. This was the very, very first hat I ever tried to put a GoPro mount on. It worked, but I didn't like the hat. So that's the story on that one. And not only should you have a labeler, always buy some Sharpies, whether it's for marking your braided line for darker for more finesse, customizing baits, or just labeling your boxes. It's always awesome to have a Sharpie around, so stock up on those. It's a nice little trick tip for you guys. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, I know it's been a while since I made a video. My camera has not been cooperating at all, and I had hours of footage on my memory card from Lake Havasu, so that is on my computer right now. I was supposed to get that video at the beginning of this year, but my GoPro Studio has just not been working, so I'm gonna try to work on that video as much as I can this winter. It should be out maybe at the end of next week. Hopefully. It just depends on how well my software acts up, but I figure I should make a nice video since I got everything out in kind of chaos. But oh, look, there's an A-rig. I just got stuff everywhere. But yeah, thanks for watching, you guys. I hope this helped and gave you some ideas on maybe how to store or help organize some of your stuff if you have the same problem I do with just stuff everywhere. But yeah, thanks for watching, you guys, and also please make sure you go to Facebook. If you have a Facebook account, check out Northwest Bassin. We're up to close to 1,900 members already. So those of you who've been following this channel, that's you know how insane that is, how fast this little Facebook page has grown. But yeah, go over there, check them out. I'll put a link in the description. And please leave my video a like, subscribe to my channel. If you like this video at all, just a tiny bit, even just a little, leave it a like or subscribe to my channel. And as always, guys, thanks for watching, and Tyler.